Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Major League Baseball Night in America. This is the Oakland A's 1980 replay as we're playing game two of a four-game series between the Oakland Athletics and the Kansas City Royals. Well, the A's won the opener here, and they're about ready for game number two. Here are your starting lineups for the Oakland Athletics. It'll be Henderson leading off, followed by Murphy and Page, Reverend, Gross and Armas, Newman, Guerrero, and Piccolo. On the mound is Mike Norris. For the Kansas City Royals, it will be Wilson, Washington, Brett, Porter, Akins, Wathan, White, Leacock, and Hurdle. On the mound for the Royals, Rich Gale. He's 5-2 with a really amazing ERA of 1.95, 46 hits in 55 innings, 27 walks, 34 strikeouts, and has given up 4 home runs. Game one went to the A's. The A's are definitely playing their best baseball as they are so far on this season. They are 25-10, and the Royals are 16-18. Your umpires tonight will be Dale Ford behind the plate, Greg Kosk at first, Don Deckinger at second, and Larry McCoy at third. Looks like we have a good-sized crowd for the Royals here tonight, as it looks like it should be a fun one. Let's get to baseball here on Baseball Night of America Stratomatic style. Let's go ahead and get back to gameplay. And here's Ricky Henderson. He'll lead off against a right-hander, Rich Gale. Again, ballpark singles here are 1-8, righties are 1-11. Ballpark home runs, lefty-righties are both only a 1. So here's Henderson. He'll lead off against Gale. Here we go. And here's the first pitch. 4-11, ground ball to short. UL Washington picks up and throws him out for out number 1. So Ricky is retired. Now that's important because Rich Gale is a +7. So keep that in mind. Here's Dwayne Murphy hitting .333, 1 home run, 11 runs batted in. He had 6 stolen bases also. Wathan puts down the sign. Gale with the windup and the pitch. 4-7's a walk. Now let's see if the A's want to do Billy Ball and run here. They'll get excellent odds with Murphy. If he gets the lead, he'll be a 19 or less. So let's see. Does he get the lead? He's going to take a lead off second. Here it is, and he will get the lead. So here goes Murphy. The throw is not in time. So Murphy steals second. So Murphy with the steal of second. Now here's Mitchell Page. He's hitting .346, 8 home runs, 22 RBIs. Wilson puts down the sign. Gale from the stretch and the pitch. 4-5, the fly ball center field. That's not going to be deep enough. Wilson will be there, makes the catch, and that is 2 outs, as Murphy will stop at second. So now here is the first baseman, Dave Revering, one of the hottest Athletics, .355, 10 home runs, 21 runs batted in. Wathan puts down the sign. Gale from the stretch. Here is the pitch to Revering, and the foul ball had him in the 2 columns. So Revering had the pitch he wanted. Here's Gale and the pitch. Again, that's going to be a 4-8. That's going to be a single 1-11. That's a 16. Good play by Frank White, who's in this game this time. And he snags it for the out, and that will retire the side. No runs, no hits, a stolen base, but the A's strand 1. Let's go to the bottom of the first. It is no score here in Kansas City. Bottom of the first here live. Hello, Ben. How you doing? Welcome in. Royals A's action, game 2 of a 4-game series. And now let's go ahead and do something different here. Hang on 1 second. Oops. All right. Yeah, you can't really. We're going to have to do this. I read off the screen anyway, unless I need to pull something off. So let's go ahead and give you the cards to look at, see what you think. And then you should be able to get the good card view of everybody that way, right? You can see the cards then, I'm sure. So now it'll be Willie Wilson. So Wilson leads off. Norris's hold is a 0. The catching arm for the Athletics is a 0 and a -2 to hold. So Wilson gets on. He can run. Newman puts down the target. Norris on the mound. Norris is 4-2, 2.26 ERA. 44 hits in 60 innings. Here's the pitch to Wilson, 3-6, and that is going to be a base hit for Willie Wilson. So Wilson, a liner in the center field for a base hit. He has the first hit of the ball game, and now let's see if Kansas City wants to run. That was on a 15, so that's a long single. Let's see if the computer decides to run a little bit. Here is UL Washington, and they're going to try it. Do they get the odds? No, 55%. So Wilson does not get the good lead. And now here's Wilson. Let's see if they bunt him over or maybe hit and run here. And they go for the hit and run, and it works. Base hit goes up the middle. Wilson around second gets a good charge. He'll go to third, and the Royals have now gone first and third. So the Royals using a little hit and run there. They are a team that uses it. So Jim Fry got the Royals working now. Here's George Brett, 363 on the year. 3 home runs, 17 ribbies. Newman puts down the sign. Norris from the stretch. That's a 2-6. That's a ground ball down the first. That should be a double play. 2 for the price of 1. So they'll go to ground ball to first. Revering's got it. Goes to Guerrero. Norris covering for the double play. But the Royals will score a run, but no RBI is given. So now here's Darryl Porter. 1-0 KC with 2 outs. Porter hitting 207, no home runs, 8 RBIs. Norris with the windup. Here's the pitch. 3-8. Pop up to first. That should be Revering. Comes in, makes the catch, and now retires aside. 1 run, 2 hits, no man left. We played 1. Kansas City 1, and the Athletics nothing. Game 2, a very important series here in Kansas City between your A's and the Kansas City Royals. And now for the Athletics will be Wayne Gross. Gross will swing against Rich Gale. Here's the pitch. 6-2, and that's a fly ball right field, not too deep. Hurdle will back up maybe a step, make the catch, and there's 1 away. Gross came in hitting 347, 4 home runs, 19 runs batted in. Here's Armas. He kind of came out of his slump in game 1, hitting 241, 4 home runs, 13 RBIs. Watson puts down the target. Gale with the pitch. 6-4 is a ground ball to short. That's Washington. Let's see if he'll come up with it or not. Let's see what the roll on the dice will be for Washington. 6-4, he gets it. He gets it in his hands. He's ready to throw. Got him. Good play there. That's 2 outs. So 2 outs there. And then let's see. Can we want to? Let's see if we can animate that chart. At least I can give it more flavor on the outs. And now here's Jeff Newman. Boy, he's been dogged in a doghouse. And he's been one of the A's better hitters, hitting 292. 7 home runs, 19 RBIs. Watson puts down the target. Here's the pitch to Gale, 5-4. That should be a pop-up behind the plate. Watson is a 3-E-1, so that should be fairly good. So the Duke will try to make the play on it. Let's see. Let's see if he makes the play. What am I looking for? Let's see. Am I supposed to roll it? Okay, I do have to roll, so I'll roll my own error stuff, which is fun. I'll do that. Oh, it's a 1. They'll get the base hit. So they'll get the base hit off Watson and on the 11, and that's a base hit. So it's a little number in front of plate. That's an infield hit for Newman. So the A's get their first hit, a little squibber in front of the plate. Watson unable to make the play, and the inning continues. It's Mario Guerrero. So how about that? Roll the 1 on the 20. Here's the pitch. 4-7, fly ball center field. That should be an easy catch for Wilson. He comes in, makes the catch, and the A's are done in the second. A's get a squibber and a hit, but we go to the bottom of the second. 1-0 Royals. So here's Willie Aikens. He's hitting 238, 1 home run, 15 RBIs. Newman puts down the target. Norris with the pitch. That's going to be a 4-9 and struck him out for Willie Mays Aikens. That is strikeout number 25 on the year. And for Mike Norris, that is strikeout number 45. So 45 for Norris and 25 for Aikens. Here is John Watson, the Duke. The Duke of Kansas City. He's hitting 226, 1 home run, 8 RBIs. Here's a pitch to the Duke. 2 9s, a strikeout. And for Watson, only the 9th time he has struck out. And for Norris, strikeout number 46 and number 2 for the day. And now here's the second baseman, Frank White. He wasn't in the lineup in game 1, hitting .319, 1 home run, 15 ribbies. Newman puts down the target. Norris with the pitch, 4-8, and it's a walk. So that could be dangerous. White can run. Let's see how many stolen bases he had. He had 19 stolen bases. He had 7 this year already. So he's getting good jumps on it. And now let's see if the Royals run with 2 outs. Will they run? No, he went for the lead and didn't get it. So now Pete Lecoq will bat with White on at first base, being held on. Here's the pitch from Norris. 4-8 and a strikeout. And Mike Norris does so well against lefty batters. On the left side of that card, he strikes out the side. So through 2, it is 1-0 Kansas City. We go to the top of the third. 1-0 Royals, top of the third. 0-1-0 for Oakland, 1-2-0 for KC. Here's Rob Piccolo. He is hitting .218, 2 homers, 18 ribbies. Watson puts down the sign. Here's the pitch from Gale. 4-4, fly ball center field. That is Wilson. Will be rolling the air die. He's a 1E6. We will not give up the hit. So he automatically will not. He does not give up the hit. So it's an F2. And on an 8, there's no error on the 8. Wilson makes the catch, and there's 1 away. I like that a lot better. So now here's Ricky Henderson. So Henderson bats. He's 0 for 1, grounded out. He loves to get on base right now with Rich Gale and his +7. Watson puts down the target. Here's the pitch from Gale. Foul ball. Did not release the other ball. Here's the pitch. 5-9. Oh, he hit a drive to deep left field. That's trouble. That'll be back. Back goes Lecoq up against the wall. That's a double for Ricky Henderson. So 1-4 home run, but that's a 5, and that's a double. So Henderson's on second with 1 out with a big double. So Lecoq plays the wall, and now Murphy's up. Murphy walked his first time up. We'll see if Oakland can do something here. Runner on second, 1 out. Watson puts down the sign. Gale from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 3-11. Ground ball to first. That should get the runner over. Play by Akins. He'll take it to the bag himself, and there's 2 outs. So now here's Mitchell Page. Chance to get a big hit here. He doesn't lose a lot in the clutch department, so it could be a good situation for Mitch. He is 0 for 1 with the fly out. Watson puts down the sign. Gale from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Page. Let's make sure they pitch to him. They do. It's a 1-9, but a ballpark home run is a 1 in Kansas City. It is a 15. That's a fly out to right field. Not deep. Hurdle waits for it, makes the catch, and retires aside. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. Bottom of the third coming up. It is Kansas City 1 and Oakland nothing. Bottom of the third here at Royals Stadium. So now the Royals will now send up. It will be Hurdle, Washington, Wilson, and Washington against Mike Norris. Newman puts down the sign. Here's the pitch from Norris. 3-9 to the drive down the right field line and hits chalk. That's a double for Hurdle. So Hurdle around first. He'll go to second. He'll stop right there. And Clint Hurdle has a leadoff double. So Hurdle on at second with nobody out. Here's Willie Wilson. Hurdle with no speed will not be held on. And now here's Willie Wilson. So now Newman behind the plate sets the target. Norris from the stretch. Runner at second. 3-7. Base hit left field, Willie Wilson. We'll see if they can score him. Henderson is a 0 arm. We'll see if they send him 3-7. Or is they going to hold the runner at third? He does. They just hold the runner at third, and it gives Willie Wilson a chance to run. So the Royals getting to Mike Norris a little bit here. Here is UL Washington. He had a hit and run base hit his last time up. We'll see if they run with Wilson here, if they get the lead. They don't. Oh, they do get the lead. He's going to go to third. Here's the throw. It's a 10, not in time. Stolen base, Willie Wilson. So now second and third, nobody out. They say the A's want to play the infield in. It's too early for that. We'll play the infield back. We'll give up the run. Newman puts down the target. Norris from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 6-9, ground ball to short. That could have been the run. They should score it regardless. Guerrero's a 3E27. Want to avoid a 1-4 on the 20. That's a 10. That's a G2. You would have got him at the plate. It's an 11, no error, and should score the run with the infield back. Ooh, they played the infield in. They would get the runner at the plate. So UL Washington with an RBI ground out, and Kansas City takes a 2-0 lead with one away. Now here's Brett. Again, we're not going to play the infield in with Brett. He's already a 400 hitter. We want to make him a 450 hitter. We'll go ahead and play back here. Kind of look to see if the A's offense can erupt against Gale. Newman behind the plate puts the sign down. Norris from the stretch. Here's the pitch. That's a bad pitch. That's a deep drive ball to right field. That's trouble. Armas and Murphy heads, and they will not get it. Splits the gap all the way to the wall. It rolls all the way to the wall. A 6 on the 20 will be a triple for Brett, and the Kansas City Royals now lead it 3-0 as Wilson scores. And now the A's will be forced to bring the infield in with Darryl Porter, a light hitting catcher or designated hitter in this game. So now struggles for Mike Norris here. 3 runs in the third inning, 1 away. They're going to try and see if they can get Brett on contact. Here's Norris to pitch to Porter. That's going to be a 1-6. That is going to be a line drive to second baseman Piccolo. Nice play. No advancement, and there's 2 outs. And now here is Willie Mays Aikens. So Aikens the bat, runner on third, 2 outs. Norris needs to make a big pitch. Newman puts down the target. Norris from the stretch and the pitch. 2-6, base hit for Aikens. He drives it up the middle for a base hit. Brett scores. Royals lead 4-0, and it's all Kansas City early. So now here's John Wathen, the Duke. Runner on first, 2 out, 4-0 Royals. Newman now. Norris getting hit hard. Newman puts down the target. Norris from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Don't think you're going to be running with him. That's a 2-7. Oh, right in the middle of his stuff. 2-7. Ground ball up the middle. Could be playable. Nice play by Guerrero. Flips to the Piccolo. Retires the side. But the Royals score 3 in the third. We head to the fourth. 4-0 Kansas City. Not a good start for the A's here. They're getting roughed up a bit. It's 4-0 out. It's 4-0 Royals. We go to the fourth. So now it'll now be Revering, followed by Gross and Armas, lefty, righty, against a righty dominant Rich Gale. Watson puts down the sign. Gale with the windup. Here's the pitch. It's going to be a 2 count, 2-8 base hit Revering. So Dave Revering, one of the hot A's, comes up with a big base hit. And see if they can keep him in this ball game. Now here's Wayne Gross. He's been hot. 4 home runs, 3 triples, 4 doubles. That's 11 extra base hits. Watson puts down the target. Gale from the stretch. Big pitch. 6-6. Ground ball down the first. Good play by Aikens. He'll go to second. Oh, a nice fielder's choice, but it's all you're going to get. So Gross will be on at first with 1 away. And now here's Tony Armas. Armas is 0 for 1, hitting .240 now on the year. He needs a big hit here to keep this good mojo going. Watson puts down the target. Gale from the stretch. Tough pitch now. 5-11. That is going to be a ballpark single to a righty, which is a 1-11. Let's see if the 20-sided die. No, it does not. It's a 19, and UL Washington will stop that cold for the second out. Armas hit it hard, but right at Washington. So now here's Jeff Newman. Newman singled his first time up. Gross on at first. Watson puts down the target. Gale from the stretch. 2-12 for Newman. That's a base hit center field. So Newman gets a base hit. His second of the ball game. He's proving his worth to be in this ball game. Wilson's a -1. They'll hold the runners. They'll not try to force a play at third. 2 on and 2 out. A's have a chance to maybe get back in this game, but it's going to be Mario Guerrero's turn. He's on. He loses about 3 hits to the clutch. First and second, 2 outs. Watson puts down the sign. Gale from the stretch. Can Guerrero get a big hit here? 6-4 ground ball to short. That's Washington. We'll see if Washington can come up with it. He's a 2E36. Need a high roll here. That's a 15. 13's a G1, but let's see. But that is a 15. It's an error on UL Washington. So Washington bobbles it. The bases will be loaded with 2 outs, and now the A's have a chance. It's Rob Piccolo's turn. A chance here. He has 18 ribbies. Can he get the big blow? Watson puts down the target. Gale from the stretch and the pitch. 1-7 fly ball center field. Did not want to be on the 1 column. That will be Wilson. He'll come in, puts the glove up, makes the catch, and the A's strand the bases loaded. We go to the bottom of 4th. It is 4-0 Royals. It's now going to be, let's see who'll be up. Be Frank White, followed by Pete Lecoq and Clint Hurdle. So Mike Norris back on the mound, struggling a little bit. Newman puts down the target. Norris with the pitch. This will be a 1-8. The White, that's a base hit for Frank White. He does it again. So White's on again. And now and again, the Royals getting something going here. The A's may have to look for some help at some point out of this bullpen. Let's see who the A's have. Ooh, they added Mike Davis to the roster. That's always something that'll be good. And Rich Elliott, I think that is. So let's see who the A's, what they did to their staff. Ernie Camacho, one of the Indians who had all those saves that 1 year's on this team. 12 innings of work, 20 hits. So it looks like he's on here. Lacey and Jones are both healthy, and so is Dave Hamilton. So that's going to be, that will be a kind of a bullpen they'll have. Let's see if anything will work. Newman puts down the sign. Norris from the stretch. Here's a pitch to Lecoq. We'll see if he gets to center square or is there a block. Newman puts down the sign. Here's the pitch to Paulin. 112 line drive and gets the double play. Frank White is doubled off his bag. Holy cow. 112. He hits it at Piccolo, doubles off White at first, and that's 2 quick outs. So Pete Lecoq got the block. 2 outs for Clint Hurdle. That's a big defensive play for the Athletics. Newman puts down the sign. Norris to Hurdle, 1 for 1 with a double. And that's going to be a 5-9. That's a fly ball left field. Henderson there makes the catch and retires the side. We go to the top of the 5th. 4-0 Kansas City. So the A's now see if they can fight back in it. Here's Henderson. 1 for 2 with a double. As Gale stays out there looking good, only giving up 4 hits so far. Watson puts down the sign. Gale from the windup. 3-8, and he finds that dead roll he seems to find on a daily basis. Fly ball center field. Catch is made by Wilson, and there's 1 away. Holy cow, how many times can you hit that one in a given day? Here's Murphy with 1 out. Watson puts down the sign. Gale with the windup to Murph. 2-4. Nope, not deep enough. Fly ball center field. Wilson is there. He'll have room, make the catch, and there's 2 away. So Gale strong through 4 2/3. Now here's Page. Couple flyouts in the ball game. Watson puts down the sign. Gale with the windup and the pitch. 111. Single 1-8. That's a 5. Mitchell Page with a base hit. So it thought it was one of his home run rolls he's going to get, but it ends up being a single. So that's a big single for Page with 2 outs. So now here is Revering. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. One of the hot A's on this team. If you can get a hold of one, get him close. Watson puts down the sign. Gale from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 2 column. That's a drive to deep right field. Can be trouble, but it's a 9. It's off the top of the wall. Hurdle will play it. We'll see if they can. Let's see if they can score somebody. Let's see what happens. It's going to be a 9, so it's a double off the wall. Page has good speed. It's a 1-15. We're going to try to send Page. We're going to hold our trailing runners. And here comes a throw to the plate. The throw is not in time. Mitchell Page scores on the 6. 1-15 scores him. So a big double for Revering. And the A's are back in it. It's 4-1. Now here's Greg Gross. Again, this is a part of the A's offense that's been clicking. Watson behind the dime here. Puts the sign down. Gale working from the stretch. The tall right-hander. Here's the stretch. 6, 7, ground ball second. You hit it the wrong man. That's Frank White, Gold Glover. 1E11. You're not going to get the hit on him. Let's see if you can find an error on a high roll. No, he will not. That's an 8. That's a G1. That's a 10. And that, folks, will be side is retired. But they do score 1. They strand 1. We played 4.5. It's 4-1 Royals. So bottom of the 5th, 4-7-1 for KC, 1-6-0 for your A's. Bottom of the 5th, Kansas City leads it by 3 now. Thank you, Ben. I was waiting for you to click that one in there. Yeah, Pete Lecoq is what? The son of Peter Marshall. So here we go, and let's see and continue this one. So now here's Willie Wilson. He's been a pain in the tuchus. 2 for 2, 2 runs scored, stolen base. He's what I want Ricky Henderson to do. Newman puts down the sign. Norris from the wind-up and the pitch. 6-10, ground ball to short. That's hit at Guerrero. We hold our breaths and make sure we don't roll the error here. 6-10. We'll go ahead and do what we've been playing normally in our games. We'll roll the first number. First number is there, but we'll use the original 20-sided. So it's a 14, so it's an out. And it's a 12, and it's an E1 on Guerrero. We've seen that happen before. So, oh, wait, no, it's a 14. Let's bring it back. Let's bring it back. That was not an error on Guerrero, so instant replay. We'll call this one back. So let's go ahead and redo this. So second baseman X is going to be a 5-8. So let's go ahead, or ish. Either way you get the job done. Second base X. So it's going to be a 10. So it's not going to be the error. 6 is 12 plus 2 is 14. So there's no error. Oh, it's Piccolo. Oops, you need shortstop X. All right, doesn't matter. We didn't get the error anyway, and there it is. So, all right, now they go one out here. Now here's UL Washington. He singled on a hit and run play in the first and then grounded out for a run scoring RBI. Newman puts down the sign. Norris to UL Washington. 3-7, base hit left field for UL Washington. Toothpick and all. So Washington with the base hit, his second in the ball game. And now here's Brett. We knew he'd be problems coming this series. 1 for 2, a triple and a ribby. Newman puts down the target. Norris from the stretch. He needs to get Brett out. Oh, that's going to be a bad pitch. No, it's not. Good pitch by... Oh, does it work? He was trying to run, but since he didn't, we don't need the number. We'll go ahead and roll the roll. 1-9, ground ball second, hit hard. Piccolo will throw him out. Good play by Piccolo. Throws Brett out, and Washington moves to second. So runner on second, 2 outs for Darryl Porter. Porter in the ballgame, 0 for 2. He's struggling, only hitting 200 with 8 ribbies. Newman puts down the target. Norris from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 3-8, popped it straight up. Reverend is there. We'll call everyone off. Waits for it, makes the catch, and retires aside. But we played halfway through here in Kansas City. Open up the fountains, folks. It's 4-1 Royals heading to the 6th inning. Armas, Newman, and Guerrero batting for the Athletics here in the 6th inning. Yes, that is his kid. So top of the 6th. So let's find that one for us. Hang on one second. So now here's Armas, Newman, and Guerrero the bat. 4-1 ball game in the 6th. Here's Tony. 2-12, fly ball deep center. That could be trouble. Back goes Wilson, takes him to the track, but he makes the catch. Fly ball A. Wow, he hit a bullet, but Wilson was there. Here's Jeff Newman, 2 for 2 in the ball game. Watson puts down the sign. Gale looks in, and the pitch, a foul ball. That could have been trouble. That would have base hit. Looks like it just went foul. Here's the pitch. 1-8, ground ball hard to third. Brett Scott scoops it, throws him out. Good play by Aikens on the return throw. And there's 2 outs here in the 6th. A's need some more help here. Here's Mario Guerrero, 0 for 2. Reached on an error. Watson puts down the sign. Gale, the heavy righty, with the pitch. 2-7, ground ball to short. Washington's got it. He'll have time. Throws a strike to Akins. Retires the side. A's go 1-2-3. Let's go to the bottom of the third. It is 4-1 Royals. Mike Norris on the mound again. Norris comes out, ERA 2.64. So let's see what his numbers have been through the first five. Norris, 5 innings, 8 hits, 4 runs all earned, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts. So now here's Akins, 1 for 2, a single and a ribby back in the third inning. So here's the pitch from Norris, and the deal. 5-6 struck him out. Armis strikes out, and that's a strikeout for Akins twice today. Strikeout number 4 from Mike Norris. So now here's John Wathan, the Duke, 0 for 2 in the ball game. He struck out and grounded out. Newman puts down the sign. Norris with the pitch. That's a 3-8 fly ball shallow center. Murphy will come in, doesn't have to move much, makes the catch, and there's 2 outs here in the 6th. Here's the second baseman, Frank White. White in the ball game has walked and singled. So let's see what Frank does here. Newman puts down the sign. Norris with the pitch. That's going to be a 3-11. That's a line drive down the third, and Wayne Gross was right there with the play. Royals go 1, 2, 3. Let's head to the top of the 7th. It's 4-1 Royals. This is the inning of fatigue for Rich Gale now. Now you got to be concerned on what's in this Royal bullpen. They did use a lot last game, including that was the outing so far for what's his name? Let's go back and see what his name was. Marty Patton went a ton. So let's see who they can go with. They could go with Christensen, Quisenberry, and Splittorf. So you're not going to have a lot of guys to go for until they get to Quiz. So we'll see if Kansas City's bullpen will hold, and hopefully we'll see if they can keep Gale in there. So here's Pichula. He's 0 for 2, couple flyouts. Here's a pitch from Gale. That's a foul ball, and that would have been a possible fly ball deep left field. Back goes the curse foul. Oof. That was a home run roll, but the ball flew out of the box. So here's the pitch. 5-5 struck him out. Gale got Pichula, and he couldn't believe it. Caught him on the inside corner. Looking. Can we help you? Just looking. 1 away. Here's Ricky Henderson. He's 1 for 3 of the double. Average at 274, 9 doubles, 3 triples, 3 home runs. Watson puts down the sign. Gale with the pitch. 2-6 ground ball sharply to third. Brett's gonna have it. He'll take his time and throw a strike to Akins. Gets Henderson by about a step. 2-way. And here's Dwayne Murphy. So Rich Gale mowing through the A's here in the 7th. No problems. Watson sets the target for him. Gale nods. Here's the pitch to the lefty swinging Murphy. 6-8. And that's a base hit. So Rich Gale gives him a line drive to Murphy on Gale's car. It's the only thing Gale had on the right-hand side. It was a 6-8, as you can tell. Let's see, 6-8 versus a lefty. There it is, double. 1-10, single 11-20. So it was a single. I was a single on the 18. We'll see if the A's want to run 2 outs with Mitchell Page the batter. Murphy stole a base earlier. With those kind of odds, you kind of have to take the chance. Can't get picked off. 64% says going. Here's the lead for Murphy. And he's safe in a possible throwing error. So a possible 2. Throwing error on a 4. He might have gotten it. So let's see what happens. Does he get the throw in the chuck? Ooh, I think I may have done it wrong. Hang on. Ooh, no. Let's see what Wathan's chuck is before I go back and edit something. Wathan's chuck rating is a 9. That was an error. So we need to send him the third on the error. So we're going to have to undo that play and try to get the lead again. That's always going to be the difficult part here. Let's see. 1-19 says doesn't get the lead. He'll still try to steal. He'll get it on a 2. And then he throws it on the 4. So the error on Wathan sends Murphy to third. So gets it, the stolen base, gets the chuck on a 1-3. Wathan throwing errors a 1-9. He rolled the 4. So he gets the stolen base and the E2. The runner on third now with 2 outs for Mitchell Page. What an opportunity for Page. He's 1 for 3 of the single. He can use one of those right now. Wathan puts down the target. Let's see if they stay with him. I don't know if Jim Fry would go to a lefty right now. He doesn't. Watson sets the target. Gale from the stretch and the pitch. 5-7, struck him out. Oh, what a job for Rich Gale. Page caught, looked right at it on the inside corner. And the umpire says, you're out. He didn't even swing. We go to the bottom of 7. This 4-1 Royals. Oh, they left Murphy stranded at third. Like a bride at a wedding. We go to the bottom of 7th inning. So bottom 7 here. Difficult situations here. The A's now need to get some offense together. 1-7-0 for Oakland, 4-8-2 now for Kansas City. Lecoq will bat, followed by Hurdle and Wilson against Norris. Staying in there, 3-12. That's a single, 1-6. That's a 2 base hit for Pete Lecoq. This time he gets Paul in the center square. So he'll take first base on it. And now here's Clint Hurdle, bottom of 7th with nobody out. Newman puts down the target. Norris to stay in. Here is the pitch. They were trying to steal. So here's a pitch to Hurdle. 2-9 is going to be a fly ball right field. Not going to be deep. That will be Armas. He'll step back maybe a step, makes the catch, and there's one away. And now it'll be Willie Aiken's turn. Willie Wilson. Wilson 2 for 3, couple hits, couple runs scored. Runner on first and 1 out. Newman sets the target. Norris from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 6-10, ground ball to short. That is going to be Guerrero again. Let's see if he can make a good play. Maybe turn a double play. Oh, I was going to use the roll too, like I said I was. I cannot go against my own thing. That was a 2, so that's going to be a base hit on Guerrero. That's going to be a single 2. That's on a 6. There's no error on that. And that's a single 2. Guerrero could not get it. Wilson will go to third. So Lecoq with some speed gets the third, opens up base path for Wilson to steal. And they'll go ahead and play the corners in. They play the infield, and it gives Wilson an auto steal. They can't do that. So now UL Washington, he's 2 for 3. Major time of the game right now. Washington, we followed by Brett. Bob Lacey up in the A's bullpen. He could come out, pitch to Brett next. It would make sense with the lefties coming up. Newman puts down the sign. Norris from the stretch. Let's see if they can get the out first. 1-5, struck him out. Big strikeout for Norris. Oh, he loved that call. He threw a slider knee high, and Washington jumped at it. And he gets the strikeout, and there's 2 outs. And I think Billy Martin, for one of the first time, is going to have to pull his pitcher. I'm not going to allow Brett to hit in this situation. He's 1 for 3 in the ball game. Bob Lacey, a dominant type lefty, at least he usually is, will come in and pitch for the Athletics here. So Lacey is in. Pitching change for Oakland, as it is 4-1 Royals. So Bob Lacey comes in. He's been kind of pretty good for the Athletics. We'll go over his numbers. Lacey he's 2-1, 2 saves, 4.22 ERA, 10 hits in 11 innings. Now, if you look at Brett's card against the left-hander, he still hits a home run there, but he loses a bunch of stuff. He is what they call a 6R, so he's monstrous against righties, but he kind of tones down against the lefties. So this is what you need. Newman puts down the sign. Lacey from the stretch. Let's see if they still try to steal. They don't. Here's the pitch to Brett. He still found the 1-9. Ground ball to first. He was out regardless. So he hits it to Revering. He'll take it to the bag himself, and a good job there. So great job, and the Royals will ask for a He-Man save from Dan Quisenberry. How about that? So 7 strong innings from Rich Gale, and they say that's enough for Rich. And we're going to see Quiz. 12-7, 3.09 ERA, 33 saves, 128 innings. He can go 2 with 6 outs for the save, so he can definitely go here. So Quiz will come in the 8th in a save situation, and he'll pitch to Revering. He was 2 for 3 in the ball game. Watson puts down the target. Quisenberry with the pitch. 112 line drive down the first, and Aikens was right there, jolly on the spot. Playing no doubles on that one. Here is Wayne Gross with 1 out. Gross steps up, hitting 333. Wathen puts down the target. Quiz from the windup, Submariner. 6-9, a single 1-5. That's a 20. That will be a ground ball to second. White's got it, throws him out, and there's 2 outs. So Gross retired. A's down to their last 4 outs. 20 on that one, and there's 2 away. And now here is Tony Armas. With 2 outs, Armas comes up. Run pretty much meaningless. Let's see how Quisenberry pitches to him. Boy, he has nothing on that card. Watson puts down the sign. Quisenberry looks in from the Submariner down under. 2 5s, a single 1-4. Does he get help on the 4? Let's find out. It's a 2. Armas gets it through for a base hit, and the A's are still in business. So the A's are still in business in the 8th. And now here's Jeff Newman. What will Newman do? Does he keep it going? 2 for 3 in the ball game. Watson sets the target. Quisenberry looks in from the stretch. Submariner away. Foul ball. Ooh, he does not want anything in that 1 column. Watson puts down the target. Quisenberry from the stretch. 4-12. Fly ball center field. He lofted it. Wilson will come in, make the catch, and the A's are down their last 3 outs. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's 4-1 Royals. Royals 4-9-2. The A's 1-8-0. So now it'll be Porter, Aikens, and Watson, lefty, and righty. And Bob Lacey will stay out there because this is a favorable matchup. Newman sets the target. Lacey with the pitch. That's a 6-7. Struck him out. Got Porter on the inside corner looking for the first out. So now here is Willie Mays Aikens. Aikens the hit with 1 out. Newman puts down the target. Lacey nods. Here's the pitch. 4-5. Fly ball left field. That's Henderson. Comes in, makes the catch, and there's 2 outs. So now for the Royals, it will be John Wathen, a right-handed hitter. The only righty in that portion of the lineup was a perfect spot for Bob Lacey to pitch into. Newman puts down the target. Lacey with the pitch. 3-8, and that's a double 1-2. That's a 5. Sliding play by Murphy makes the catch. Do the A's have a rally in their bones? Let's see if they do. We head to the 9th. It's 4-1 Kansas City. So now we go to the 9th inning. A nice play by Murphy. Kind of robbed them there. Now it'll be Guerrero, Picholo, and Henderson against Dan Quisenberry here in the 9th. Too many left on base. Let's find out and see exactly how many we have left on base. That is a good question. Let's find out. Let's see. So far in this game, let's see. Left on base, the A's have left 9 and the Royals 5. The A's have also turned 2 double plays. Errors by Washington and Wathen. Doubles by Henderson, Revering, and Hurdle. Triples by Brett. RBIs by Revering, Washington, Brett, and Aikens. So right now, Norris went 6 2/3. He's in there for the loss. 9 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned. 2 walks, 5 strikeouts. Bob Lacey did a good job ending in the 3rd. Gale went 7 hits, 1 run, 1 earned. Terrific. Quisenberry's gone an inning. He's about to get his 2nd inning of work, looking for the save. So now here's Guerrero. Normally hits lefties better. So now we look at our bench and see if there's anything that would be probably could be suitful right now. Do they have anything else that I prefer? Most guys on this bench hit lefties. Really, they do. Mike Davis, maybe his first major league at bat. He had some earlier in this season, but he was not officially on the major league roster. Now he is. So let's see what we'll probably let Davis bat here, and then we'll have to finagle the team if something happens. So we'll bring a lefty out there and see what happens. Mike Davis has been in 11 official at bats, hitting 182, 1 RBI. And he'll come out and swing. So here is Mike Davis. So left-handed hitter against Quiz. Watson puts down the target. Quisenberry with the pitch. 4-9. Ground ball to short. That's Washington. Let's see how this will work. Let's see. He's a 2E36. That is going to be an 18. He'll field it nicely. The errors are deep in the deep. 11's not an error. Retires the first out. Mike Davis retired. So now here's Piccolo. He might as well swing here with one out. Dave McKay's not much of an improvement. Watson puts down the sign. Quisenberry, Submariner down under. 3-7 struck him out. Piccolo swung over it, and they're down to the last out. And it's Ricky Henderson with 2 outs here in the 9th. So Henderson will swing. He's 1 for 4. Doubled back in the 3rd. We'll see if Ricky can keep it going. Murphy's on deck. Watson puts down the sign. Quisenberry nods. The Submariner in the pitch. 2-6 ground ball the 3rd. Typical Quisenberry. He drifted it on the ground. Brett's got it. He's got time. Throws a strike and got him. And the Kansas City Royals have even this series at 1. So the final score is the Royals 4, A's 1. The Royals with 1 in the 1st, 3 in the 3rd. A's got a run in the 5th. The Royals 4-9-2. The A's 1-8-0. We gave you the stats earlier. The A's are now 25-11. The Royals are now 17-18. So now again, the winner was Gale, 6-2. ERA now goes to 1.88. Quisenberry lost it. He saved it. He got his 7th save. Norris is now 4-3. ERA to 2.58. So let's go over the standings and see if anything changed. And then we'll get ready for the 3rd game of the series, which should be played sometime tomorrow, we're hoping, if everything works out correctly. Oakland with the loss now leads Minnesota and Kansas City by 7.5 games. The Twins are 18-18, while the Royals are 17-18. Again, the Brewers lead the Yankees by half game. The Cardinals lead the Phillies by 1. And the Astros lead the Padres by 2.5 games. Tomorrow's game, and that should have been a win for the A's. That's when you want Mike Norris to get you those wins. So now we'll go to Saturday, and it will be Brian Kingman on the mound for the Athletics, taking on the crafty left-hander, Larry Gura. And that'll be a Wednesday nighter here in KC. The finale will be a Thursday, and that will be Matt Keogh and Rennie Martin. And then the A's return home. Get your tickets for the homestand as the Texas Rangers come in as the Hall of Famer Ferguson Jenkins will take on Rick Langford in Game 1. Thank you, folks. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate everyone. Thank you for 3 likes. I have 4 people kind of watching from the side. Nice quickie 48 minutes. Should go over well. Again, I thank you. Have a good rest of your evening, and I hope we'll see you tomorrow for more Oakland A's baseball, Stratomatic style, right here from the Sports Time Machine. Have a good night, everybody.